some people just read this story and are able to generate some equations and then solve this algebraically, and that's great. That's fine. If you did that, honestly, you're probably not watching this video, so I'm not going to bother with that method. Because if you didn't do that, if you had trouble with this one, me explaining how to pull out these weird equations isn't going to help you for the next weird story that you get. And so what you really need is a strategy here. And because of the nature of this story, we can very easily guess and check. Right? We know that this answer is going to be a whole number, right? Because you can't answer like half a question in this trivia game, right? We can answer a whole number of questions, and that's going to limit our possibilities. So if you're having trouble understanding the story, pick a number and try to see if it works and see what happens, right? So let's just say of the 40 questions, the person got 20 correct, and that would mean 20 incorrect. So what does that mean in terms of the points? Well, the score in trivia games is obtained by subtracting the number of incorrect answers, so minus 20, from twice the number of correct answers. So 20 times 2 is going to give me 40. So that's a score of 20 points. Okay, well, that's not good because we want a score of 50. So, okay, we need a higher score, so we should probably get more questions right. Well, let's try 30. 30 right and 10 wrong, right? We still need 40 questions. So doubling that gets me 60 points, and then subtracting out the 10 gets me 50 points. Exactly what I wanted. So what are they really asking? How many did the player answer correctly? 30. That's why I don't think you can really afford to get something like this wrong. And I think the problem that a lot of people have is that maybe your teacher in school wouldn't let you guess and check here. He or she would make you come up with these formulas. But this is not school. You don't get more credit for answering it the way the teacher would want or the book would want you to do it. You just need to get the points. And the strategies, arithmetize, guess and check, plug points into equations, all of them in math are really about like being clever and working through problems to get the points anyway. So that's really it. If you're curious, okay, how would we make some equations here? The total score in a game is subtracting the number of incorrect answers from twice the number of correct answers. So 2 times the correct answers minus the incorrect answers is equal to your score. There, something like that. And then we know that the C, the correct answers plus the incorrect answers has to equal 40. So there we go. We could do some clever stuff with those two formulas and do some point of intersection stuff, doing some substitution. But I don't really want to waste your time. Guess and check here. It's much, much better. And yeah, you'll be happier. Because when you guess and check, you kind of just know you're right. The problem with a formula is if you get the equations wrong, then you just don't even know it because it's just so confusing as it is. You don't even know if you're wrong. So just as much as possible, work with real numbers. You'll get the points and you'll be happier for it.